Good morning from LAT, this is your daily markets update. The Fed's Beige Book was published yesterday evening, with most of the 12 Federal Reserve districts noting concerns about trade tensions. Not only limited to manufacturing sectors, businesses across the districts have either postponed or scaled back on capital investments as the newly hiked tariffs are contributing to rising input costs. Despite robust August employment results, labor markets are tightening across the U.S., with most districts reporting widespread labor shortage. This is ahead of Hurricane Florence approaching the U.S. East Coast, which has just been downgraded to a Category 2 storm, but still considered extremely dangerous and life-threatening. Damages are estimated up to $170 billion in the worst-case scenario. In efforts to descale the ongoing trade wars, the Trump administration has invited Chinese officials to restart trade talks 3 weeks after the 23rd August launch date. A response backed by growing concerns from more than 60% of U.S. companies polled, stating the U.S. tariffs have already caused significant disruptions to global supply chains and business operations. The European Union Chamber of Commerce in China also released their own survey, indicating serious impacts to non-Chinese and non-American companies. Optimism from the news of the resumed talks gave short-term boosts to Asian equities, with China's A-share SSEC surging up 1.2% before retracement. The Nikkei up just under 1% towards 23,000 and the Hong Kong Hang Seng to retest 27,000 level. Interest rate decisions from both UK and Eurozone today with high anticipation of rate hikes from both central banks. ECB is expected to maintain its prudence, patience, and persistent stance, with focal point on any further updates to ending its QE program by December. The first rate hike for ECB is slated for late Q3, Q4 2019, with probability of 77% for a 10 base point hike from September 2019 meeting. ECB decision is scheduled today at 12:45, followed with press conference at 1:30 p.m. The Bank of England MPC is anticipated to vote 9-0 to keep rates at 0.75%, with no change expected from both the asset purchase and corporate bond purchase programs. Gradual rate hikes are still expected over the next few years, with views of 2 hikes reaching 1.25% by the end of 2019. FTSE is trading above 7,300 and cable hovering around 130.50 mark as of this morning. The rate announcement is scheduled at 12 p.m. with no press conference nor the quarterly inflation report to follow at this meeting. At 1:30 today, we have U.S. inflation data scheduled for release, with core CPI month-over-month forecasted at 0.2 in line with August results, and CPI forecasted higher at 0.3%. 2 FOMC members are scheduled to speak later this evening, with Quarles in DC at 3 p.m. and Bostic from Atlanta at 6:15 p.m. tonight. Have a great trading day.